Hi, I'm Rabba Kohl Finegold. I was one of the graduates of the first class of Maharat, and welcome to Maharat's 10 Days of Torah. Today is day 5, and we are about to greet Shabbat HaGadol, which is called Gadol, great, for a number of reasons. It might be a reference to the Haftarah. It might be a reference to the greatness of the miracle of Pesach that we are about to celebrate. But one possibility is that it refers to something that was very great, even though it was just a small task, a small action on behalf of Bnei Israel during that year of Yetziat Mitzrayim, of the Exodus from Egypt. It was that year that the 10th of Nisan fell on Shabbat, and that was the day that God commanded Bnei Israel to take the lamb into their homes, tied to the bedpost, in preparation for the Korban Pesach, in preparation for their Paschal celebration, their very first Pesach while they were still in Egypt. And what's so great about that? That wasn't so difficult to take a very tame animal and bring it inside and tie it to a piece of furniture. But the Tur Rabbi Yaakov ben Asher, writing in the 14th century in Spain, writes that the greatness of this act was that the Egyptians noticed. The Egyptians asked, "What are you doing with that lamb?" And of course, this lamb was one of the Egyptian deities. And the people responded, we're going to slaughter this lamb, l'shachto l'shem Pesach b'mitzvat Hashem aleinu, in accordance with God's command. And the Egyptians couldn't protest, couldn't answer. V'hayu sheinehem kehot al sheshochatin et Elohehen. Even though one of their deities was going to be slaughtered, their teeth were set on edge, is the phrasing that he uses, which is the same phrase we use against our Rasha, the wicked child at the Seder, that the Bnei Israel prevented them from answering, or they couldn't answer. And it was a great moment because it was the first time really that these Egyptian oppressors wouldn't protest, wouldn't answer back when someone was threatening their God. But there's something else very great about this simple task that Bnei Israel completed on that Shabbat. And that is that this was the first time that Bnei Israel were taking an active role in their own redemption. Until now, they sat back and watched these incredible plagues and miracles coming from God. And now God said, you do something for yourself. You take that lamb and you prepare it for Pesach. And it was the first time that they were taking an active role in their own redemption, that they were part of taking goy mikerev goy, one nation from amidst the surrounding culture of another, that they were showing their faith in the one true God and ready to leave the Egyptian culture that surrounded them. So there was greatness in that simple task, in that it required Bnei Israel to take their fate into their own hands and to show their allegiance to God. So this Shabbat HaGadol, what is something small that you can do that perhaps will have great implications? Shabbat Shalom.